This is 15-year-old Dennis Russo Arali from Ibonde in Karago Town Council, Prader-Willi District. He weighs over 100 kilograms. Dennis has an insatiable appetite, which leads him to eat almost every hour. At just 15, Dennis is far bigger than most boys his age, and he has to wear clothes meant for a fully grown adult man. Every morning he takes 5 cups of porridge or 5 cups of milk and a loaf of bread for breakfast. He then eats at least a kilogram of posho and piles of matoke with beans 3 times a day for him to feel comfortable. Margaret Kabasinguzi, Dennis's mother, is a single stay-home mom with 3 children, of whom Dennis is the last born. She says since childhood her son's appetite has been constantly growing.
Hati kilo ya posho saa zine era hankumi isatu nuko ekugura musanga obukubagiriiremu emirundi nk'ebiri nobola musinka kaga obichanya musana oborabo kumutera ikitoke nali ebihago ebi bibiri byona mbija sahani nocho obusara nkobu burungi nanyo bikopo bena rundi bitano muzobo rum.
Kabasinguzi says Dennis was fragile as a child in his infancy, but she soon noticed some changes in him which led her to seek expert advice. She consulted doctors in Kampala who told her Dennis had larger than normal intestines, which led him to eat more than other children his age.
Bamusanga echienda kikoto na yetaga kulia. Chonko bamuhira mlago twamutwara International Hospital. Naho kamara hebiri 10. Na bamusanga echienda kikoto chetaga kulia.
If you ask Dennis what his hobbies are, his response is clear and simple: eating and playing football.
Nokekera kwenda kuzana.
Mpira.
Umanya kuzanya mpira?
With each day that goes by, the family of Dennis continues to get consumed with grief and worry. Dennis did not get the opportunity to go to school because doctors were not sure if he would mix well with other children. His feeding habit with each day that goes by continues to grow, and the family is now worried that a time will come when they cannot afford to feed their child.
So in infancy, these children have to be helped actually to survive. They are not feeding well, they are sleepy and all that, and they need things like nasogastric tube feeding. They need to be stimulated, to be woken up, reminded to feed. And as they get to 2 to 3 years, now they are starting to eat too much.
According to medical experts, Dennis could be suffering from Prader-Willi Syndrome, a genetic disorder caused by a defect of chromosome 15. The condition is marked by a constant desire to eat food, which seems driven by a permanent feeling of hunger. It can easily lead to dangerous weight gain, restricted growth, short stature, reduced muscle tone, learning difficulties, lack of sexual development, and behavioral problems such as temper tantrums or stubbornness. A child with his syndrome can eat 3 to 6 times more than the children in his age bracket. This then puts the child at a high risk of becoming obese and also contracting type 2 diabetes.
A child growing too big, and because of this increased eating, hyperphagia, they tend to gain a lot of weight, and as they tend to gain a lot of weight, they also tend to exhibit insulin resistance, and so they get what they call type 2 diabetes. And with this weight gain, comes a lot of complications. They are breathing, they tend to get breathing difficulties, sleep, they tend to get what you call sleep apnea during the night, they have little sleep, they tend to wake up during sleep, and they tend to have a lot of sleep during day, and also tend to get into heart failure and other complications.
It is also important that the child's diet is controlled to make sure that they have a balanced diet. Their meals should also be restricted to specific times a day. This can be very frustrating to parents.
Unfortunately, most of the foods that we eat here, high in posho, beans, rice, these are high calorie containing diet. So they have to be minimized, and they put in low calorie containing diet. And if you use high calorie containing diet, then you have to use it less frequently. So these children have to eat more of vegetables, more of fruits, and have to eat less of the usual foods which we are able to eat in our African society. And the cakes and all that, sodas, all that has to be reduced. Sugars have to be cut and reduced in their food, in their diet. So there has to be a plan, and this plan should be age appropriate, and it has to be adjusted to suit this child. And also, with one other thing, these children tend to crave for food. Even when you hide the food, they go and steal it. Sometimes they hide it, And when you come to parties, these children want to eat. So it's important that you involve the other society members.
For now, Dennis and his family are feeding on hope. He has become a local attraction, and sometimes well-wishers bring him something to eat. Suhail Mugabe, NTV, Health Focus.